Good afternoon, y'all. We are on the road again, and we decided to take you along with us as we do our day today. So, Jermaine, what do we have planned for today?
So we are going to look at two properties today. One we already have under contract. It's a double wide 1,800 to 2,000 square feet mobile home. Right now it's the double wide manufactured home that's not attached to the land. So we're going to go out there, show you guys around the inside of the property, the outside of the property, and just kind of go through the process of what we're going to be doing out there when it comes to the renovations of the project and to be able to put it back on the market and resell it. Both properties are in Campobello, South Carolina. And the second property is two properties as a package we're buying. One parcel has a mobile home on it, 2-bed, 2-bath. The second property is right next door to it. It's just vacant land. It's 2 acres. And the goal with this is to close on both of them as a package and then go and subdivide it into 3 separate lots, excluding the lot that has the mobile home on it, and put it back on the market and sell it. So we'll go out there and show you guys what these two properties look like. So tag along with us.
All right, so we've made it to the home that we're going to go in and take a look at and get our first impressions of the mobile home that we've arrived at. So we'll take you on inside with us. Well, the way to get in is the back. So we're walking around back right now. You know, we have a good rapport with the owner, so he let him know that we were coming today to be able to look at the property. It's a nice sized lot. So we are inside the mobile home now, the double wide, and we just finished doing a walkthrough, looking at the property, and Jermaine has already seen it, so
Probably 4th time now.
yeah. So this is my first time seeing it, and in terms of first impressions, I really like the property. It's spacious, you know, for a double wide, and I think it's really attractive for a family. And I like the layout as well. You know, the living, kitchen and dining area is more open floor plan, which, you know, is more attractive. And the rooms too, the master bedroom in particular is a large size bedroom, which is also attractive. There are some cons with the property. I don't know if you want to mention some of the cons that we see too.
So some of the challenges with this property is going to be first, kind of figuring out the deck issue. We'll show you guys some pictures of the deck. That's one, and just trying to figure out a kind of cohesive pattern for the kitchen. And then the third challenge is going to be kind of what to figure out as far as the master bathroom. It looks like there may have been some renovations, some that was initiated, and maybe it was kind of flip-flopped as far as, you know, what the previous owner was trying to finish here, and which one was going to be the closet, which one was going to be the bathroom. So Faith and I, you know, we discussed that, and so we have to figure that part out. You know, and try to still do it within a budget where, you know, there's some, you know, a good margin for us to make a little bit of a profit. And then the other thing that we're going to be doing, and I'll show you guys this when we walk back out on the exterior, is foundation. What we're going to be doing is getting a permanent foundation done for this property, and then also get FHA compliant. And so driving up here, I mentioned that this property is not currently attached to the land. It's not. So you have the land, and then you have the manufactured mobile home that is separate. What we're going to do is we're going to detitle it. We're going to retire the title on this property, and then that becomes attached to the land, and then to be considered residential property. But the next thing we have to do in order for someone to get conventional or FHA lending is then we have to install a permanent foundation on the property, and then we also have to get it certified and for it to be FHA compliant. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get on the exterior. But this is the showing Faith the walkthrough of the house. We both like it. We think it'd be a good project for us to work on here as our next project, and we're excited about it. We're outside here, just in the back side of the property where we have the balcony. So one of the challenges is trying to figure out what to do with this balcony. Do we extend it out? Do we shorten it? There used to be behind me, I don't want to step too far back in case I fall, there used to be an above ground pool that was here from the previous owner. When they left, they moved it, and so now you have this big opening here, and then you have some extension wood pieces here that doesn't kind of match up with the wood planks here that we have that I'm sitting on. And so Faith and I discussed it, and we'll discuss it and kind of figure out what to do with this balcony. But this is one of the first challenges that we'll walk into upon closing on the property. We are here in front of the property now, and we have the foundation here that's kind of exposed by the skirting being in some disrepair. And so the idea is to come in and also improve upon the skirting. So we'll be installing new skirtings. More than likely, I talked to Faith about it. I think it'd be good to kind of have a black skirting go throughout it, kind of match with the shutters, and then just the look, the overall look of the property and the kind of the black and white theme that we're going with. But the most important thing for us with this property, as I mentioned, is getting it FHA compliant. And so we'll have to have someone come out here and then have to take a look at it, assess it, and see what it would take to get this property on permanent foundation and get it FHA compliant. And so what that entails is kind of going in and installing some pillars in and kind of latching it up. And I'm just still learning about that process myself and educating myself on it, but I know that that's going to add to the value of the property by making it FHA compliant and having a permanent foundation.
So we've just arrived to the second property, and the drive out here was very pretty. You actually have some views of mountains here in the upstate, and so it was a scenic drive. Nice property. This property does come with a mobile home along with additional acreage that we think we can potentially subdivide. So we're going to take a walk and show you around a little bit. So we just walked a little further back on the property, and because I could tell that there was a little bit of a break in the trees back here, and it looks like there is a small creek here. And let me show you what we're looking at. How neat is that? It feels like, it reminds me of like a secret garden back here with the trees and just the vegetation, and then a water source. So we know that that's definitely an attractive feature for buyers who are looking for land to build on or to keep. And so that's an exciting find. Jermaine has to research to see if that's actually on the property or if that's past the property line. I'm hoping it's actually on the property. We'll find out.
So just to wrap it up, so Faith told you about this property, showed you the mobile home, showed you the creek in the back that potentially could be ours. I'll go and check the county GIS website just to kind of confirm and make sure. And then more than likely we'll be getting a survey done on this property anyway prior to closing or right after closing. So this property is going to be one where we buy the mobile home, sits on 2 acres, and then the adjacent 2-acre lot. And then the goal is to extract out partition out the mobile home on its own land, sell that off, and then then we would subdivide the remaining 3+ acres into 3 separate lots, and hopefully we can get between 3/4 of an acre to an acre per lot, and then sell those off to a developer or an end user who's going to build a new construction home on the property. So this one we really love because it's a nice area, nice street. It's in a good school district, And so we're really excited about this. And thank you guys for joining us for our tour today of our 2 properties, that one we have under contract and one we look to get under contract here within the next few days. And continue to stay tuned to our videos and subscribe, and we will see you next time.